Okay, if I could get Mr. Zuma Dogg and Mr. Hunt, please come forward.
Yes, thank you, everybody. In case you're wondering, this is what 10 years feels like. The first time we heard hooty-hoo in the council chambers on the 10-year anniversary of Ordinance 4215 that brought me to council. Now, it resulted in a federal lawsuit, Victory Zuma Dogg versus City Council. And I'm here to say I came to talk about something else, but I believe it's time for me to file another lawsuit. And if Herb especially would listen, because I believe that after losing a lawsuit about censorship, when you cut the time in half for the public, that is another form of censorship. And I believe Pragerson will agree with me, especially when you consider the fact that meetings should start at 10 and you have hours of presentation BS, and then you violate the 3-minute rule on each item. And I'm here to say that when you add it all up, Pragerson's going to say, put the clock at 2 minutes. Don't you agree? So there's Dion shaking his head, which is fine. Dion, I love you, buddy. Happy 10-year anniversary. ZumaDogg.com.
Okay, come on, keep it down. Keep it down. I have Mr. Zuma Dogg, Mr. Akala, please come forward.
Herb, 10 years since the first hooty-hoo, y'all, but let's keep it on topic. I'm here to talk about the rent escrow program. And if you are on this list today of rent escrow, I'd like to let you know that there's an FBI investigation into the LA Housing Department over this rent escrow program. They have interviewed city employees. They've interviewed people on the rent escrow program. Also, a Superior Court case that is currently in play. It's been pushed to May. That also may have implications. So I'd like to advise the city to definitely remove these properties off of the rent escrow. I would also advise to immediately suspend your rent escrow program due to the fact that the FBI is investigating through its interviewing of city employees of the housing department. That's very serious. Out of everything that I've discussed over my 10 years of Zuma Dogg in City Hall, there's only one issue that the FBI has an ongoing investigation. That's why I'm focusing on it. And it is the housing department of this specific program, rent escrow. To repeat, if you are, and let me just read some of the properties. We have one on East 45th. We have another one on South Avenue 19. Check the lacity.org agenda. If you are one of these homeowners placed under, here's how it works. The city will come up to you and say, hey, you know, you got to mow your lawn. You got to fix this fence. You need to do a laundry room here. You got to do some improvement. The minute you can't pay, then they come in and put a lien on your property. Now, if you do comply, here's why the city is in big trouble with the FBI over rent escrow.
Keep your voice down.
Because once you have taken care of it, the city has a bad habit of not following through on the paperwork of removing you off the lien, and then it goes through the process and you lose your house. We got a lot of people that lost their properties due to flat-out mafia, racketeering, corruption at the most vile, disgusting level. You better stop this program. My name's Zuma Dogg, ZumaDogg.com.
Thank you. Mr. Akala, you have 1 minute.
1 minute is more than enough to tell you that everything the city does inconveniences the people.